This is Robert Barrick. It is Wednesday evening, just a little after 8 p.m., February 12th. And I have just arrived at the IUPUI parking lot to go into the library to send an email and to post this video clip. I had the day off today, and so for most of the morning and early afternoon, I composed a letter that I have posted to the Criminal Division Chair, Judge Lisa Borges of the Marion County Superior Court, which detail the scope of corrupt acts that the cadre of really depraved, sadistic, and psychopathic officers of the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department that are and have been persecuting me for nearly 6 months since my arrival. After I completed the letter and posted it and delivered a copy to the judge's office in the courthouse, and also copied the letter and sent it to the president, having not heard from my previous letter detailing the depravity of the discharge of the surveillance sensor equipped on the UAS, the drone device that the IMPD is using to not only surveil me, but as I said, to torment and torture me. For the last 3 days and evenings, they have been especially discharging the item to prevent me from sleeping. On Monday night, I literally got no sleep at all because of their retaliation for the emails and letters that I had been writing describing their criminality in relation to planting evidence or attempting to plant evidence, stealing items of clothing. The stakeout team that is now have been staking out, that have commandeered the apartment adjacent to mine in Unit 205 and have been staking it out since approximately January 18th. So we're pushing a month now. Came into my apartment sometime in the last week and stole an article of clothing. And I don't know if they've come in since and stolen other things that I just haven't as yet found out or discovered. So I brought that to the attention. I've also raised the issue of the stakeout having the ability to come into my apartment at will, to trespass, and to, well, I had initially felt the concern that they would plant some kind of contraband, which they still might, and that they would destroy evidence that I've been collecting against these corrupt officers, as well as perhaps commit some kind of vandalism. Well, as I said, just recently I noticed an article of clothing that has been taken from my apartment, and so that had not crossed my mind as the possibility that they would actually take something in order to, I don't know, perhaps submit it in some way to some crime that is unresolved, or hold it for some future opportunity to utilize it against me in order to take illicit action, falsely arrest, accuse, and initiate a malicious prosecution. Again, Monday night was the first night that they discharged the unit all night long. And so, and then the next day I had to work a 12-hour day. I had to be there by 7 a.m. and I didn't get home until 7 p.m. they continued that activity once I got home. And so last night I went to the library rather late. I want to say I probably got here after 9 o'clock, close to 9:30, to send off an email, as well as short video clips, 4 short video clips, 2 of them from the morning of Tuesday, when I had to be at work at 7 o'clock and had no sleep. I captured 2 video clips that provide verification that the drone device was discharged, and then 2 more videos from Tuesday evening after I returned home. I posted those last night when I came and sent out emails and uploaded those to YouTube. Tonight, unfortunately, when I left my apartment, I had collected 1 video, but I didn't bring that particular USB drive to upload it, which I will do shortly. But I will be sending off, I will be attaching the letter that I sent to the judge, 2 videos this evening, or excuse me, 2 emails that I'm sending out. That's why I'm here at the library this evening, is to send out emails. Again, I've had very little sleep. I did manage to get 4 or 5 hours last night, but I've been, I haven't felt well all day because as I wrote that letter to Judge Borges today, they were continuously discharging the device against me in retaliation and trying to, I don't know, in a Pavlovian stop and will stop, but they don't, because even when I'm just at home trying to watch, a video on the computer, they attack me. So tomorrow I have to be at work even earlier. I have a 5:15 arrival time, and I am clearly apprehensive that I won't be allowed to get any sleep again in vicious retaliation by the police operators of the drone that surveils me 24 hours, 7 days a week. Whereas initially they had 3 8-hour shifts of 2 people each, which is roughly 6 people a day that operated the device. As these dirty cops intercepted and seized the information regarding the preparation of my lawsuit and the information that I had collected regarding the procedures that they were executing in regards to the use of the drone device, they altered them. And at present time, they brought in a ton of new people to operate the device. I think it's probably something closer to over 40 people a day. The shifts are approximately 1.5 to 2 hours, 2 people each. So frequently they're turning. And so each time that the shift changes, the previous team is updating the new team on what has happened during that day or what has happened during their particular short shift. And I suppose what they are being told to implement, which for the last 3 days, as I said, is to torture me by discharging the device not just exclusively at my head, but predominantly. It causes a throbbing, and it prevents me from being able to fall asleep. It is, at times it can be painful, but as I said, most of the time it's like when a person has a headache and their head is throbbing with, they can, feel their heartbeat in their head and their temple. That is what is occurring when they are discharging the device. And what and at times what I have to do is actually physically move from one area of my apartment to another one while they, joystick themselves, above my apartment to find a location where they can discharge the device again and catch me again. Another popular thing that they like to do, again not painful but tormenting over time, is to discharge it near my right shoulder blade. And it's just this continuous kneading of my shoulder blade area that I can't reach. It does cause it to itch frequently. And again, I have to make these little movements in order to avoid it, at least temporarily, while they shift locations and re-aim it at me. And then they alter the settings where it is the pins and needles or the stabbing sensation. Someone actually was discharging it at my scrotum earlier this evening, and was a major reason that I am out here tonight. Again, I have to be at work at 5 a.m., and these corrupt officers, as the letter to the judge explains, are another strategy that they have is to ensure that I have no money by firing me, or by influencing my employer to fire me, and by interfering with my access to public benefits. It's another sort of depraved and evil tactic that these corrupt police officers of the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department are executing in order to shield themselves from liability, as well as to retaliate against me, and to impede or cripple my ability to fight back. They are intent on coming after me and getting me, which I think is the terminology that these sickening, POS, pieces of excrement, is the vernacular that they prefer to use so they can win. It really has nothing to do about justice and the truth. It has to do about the entitlement that they feel that they have in regards to the government authority that has been granted them based on their oath, their sworn oath to uphold the laws of the state, the nation, and the Constitution, that they completely disregard and are completely indifferent to violating on a regular, daily, hourly, minute-by-minute basis. And insofar as I'm concerned, as I was saying, it doesn't have anything to do with justice. It has to do with them feeling entitled to abuse their power once they have targeted an individual. The justice system is just a formality. You are guilty regardless of the truth, because they want to win. They've targeted you. They're entitled. They have the power, and they're going to use it, regardless, as I said, of the truth and of the rights that a citizen has to defend themselves. And so, as I said, I am fighting back. I will never yield. I will continue to avail myself of all of my constitutional rights and pursue this matter to the full extent of the law. I have no fear of any legitimate act that they could undertake against me. But I have been apprehensive about their criminal activity. And so I raise a red flag through my telephone calls, through my emails, through my texts, through the uploading of videos like this one. I will continue to do so. I will not stop. If no one assists me because of the stigmatization, the false and intentional misrepresentations that these people preemptively go to the authorities that I have contacted in order to dissuade them from taking interest in my case, making sure, as you know, that their job is to make sure that no one likes me or supports me, so that they can continue to do this until they are able to fraudulently manufacture whatever in order to take illegitimate action against me. So again, I refer you to the letter. I will attempt to attach it to this video in the description, but I think it might be too long, and so it won't allow me to attach it, but I'm certainly going to make an effort to do so. Thank you so much for your time and interest. If you've listened to this entire little rambling of mine, this entire 10.5-minute rambling, I appreciate it. And I'm going to get it uploaded, and hopefully be permitted to sleep. But I anticipate vicious retaliation again from all night. The next 20 or so operators. Well, that's not true. What would that be? Let's see. I'll probably get home roughly at 10 o'clock. I have to get up at 4. So 4, 5, 6. That's 3. So the next roughly 3 pairs of dirty cops will continue to torment and torture me with this, with the exploitation of this sensor, one of the sensors, or multiple sensors equipped on the drone. Thanks.